I think we learned in Derelict Town that the dead live on, one way or another. You guys all get flashbacks. With the exception of Ray's, because Ray's wasn't there. But you guys all get flashbacks to your respective shades.
Yeah, death is kind of a funny concept now, isn't it?
Abigail grimaces at remembering her shade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, dwelling on the past ain't helping us right now. We should probably go get fixed up.
Yeah.
I don't want to turn into a vine person.
Ooh,
Oh my god, I forgot about that. We had
we're totally diseased.
vein spore disease.
I
Oh
am
no.
super not forgetting that. I am not gonna forget
Thanks,
that. That this is
Ruhan.
like a fucking nightmare scenario.
Let's get going then. I'm sure.
It's really weird to like. Do you feel him inside you?
I don't want to
I
try and
know.
focus on that. I'm focusing on anything else. Oh, hello. You started streaming.
Turn on your cam?
Oh,
Oh, hey guys, what's up?
I think I have that shirt actually.
That was so delayed for like the motion. Man, that was a really large delay.
Oh, hey guys, Cosette.
Funny thing, it was in the picture-in-picture mode, so it was really small, so I
Yeah.
actually couldn't even see much. Yeah. So, you should have laughed at him in person. That would have been double edge. So yeah, you guys get going? Or you guys want to do anything else in the Gravekeeper Chalet? I don't know, take a visit to the grave quarters, some...
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna walk by a couple graves and just read some names while we're there.
Oh, baby.
See if you can come across anyone in particular.
Not particular. Just someone can come visit them.
Race will, as everyone is doing that, Race will just sit down and look around and just acknowledge any Loa that are around.
Funny thing, there aren't any Loa here. This place is sort of consecrated to the point where it prevents it.
Makes sense.
Outside of specific holidays. Dia de los Muertos or something like that. Ruan, as you walk around some graves, the first few of them, they are names from before the Night of Tempest. I guess you could call them their gravestones restored in that capacity. So first wave of deaths that happened before its calamity. Some causes of death are simple: sickness, age. Others are a bit more forced. You know, death in line of duty, out in the jagged expanse. Stuff like that. But as you are going in more and more, it sort of goes in a chronological spectrum to some rough degree. And you eventually do arrive at a multitude. I say a multitude, I shouldn't say that. A legion of gravestones, which all have the same time of death, so to speak, which is simply marked in there, the Night of Tempest. Hundreds. All of them different names, occupations. Very few of them have final sayings or last words or, you know, that sort of death quotes, I guess you call them. Very few of them have it. Most of them never got the chance to deliver such. So, what are the rest of you doing? Ruhan's definitely taking a little bit to examine some graves. What about the rest of you? I know Varric goes, how does Abigail, but what about the rest of you?
I'm just taking in the serenity of the place.
It's very tranquil.
Rose will stand by, like, where the exit is, just propped against the wall, kind of in thought.
Which exits? There's an entryway from the chalet itself to the quarters itself, and then there are multiple exits that sort of dot the perimeter fencing.
There's not one that goes from like here to here, is there?
There is.
Okay. She'd stand near the closest one to get to the expeditionary HQ.
So you see them walk off. I don't know, half a mile.
Go do their thing.
Yeah, because remember how big the grave quarter is.
Fucking massive.
It's very big.
Several miles.
For a massive amount of graves for one singular town. And that's sort of the sad thing, is you don't even have to get too far deep into the grave quarters before you start getting to the Night of Tempest graves. It's like 10% of graves are pre-Night of Tempest, 90% are Night of Tempest. For every single colonial, not even just from this town, in general, that is MIA or KIA. So there's a lot of graves.
Is Varric around?
Varric, he entered in the grave quarters with you, but he sort of split up to go visit a very specific grave.
I'm gonna look for him.
Yeah, it's not that hard, given how tall you are. You haven't grown yet, we'll get to that. But you are taller. There aren't many people here in general, and Varric is a pretty obvious profile. So yeah, you see him standing, paying homage, I guess, over a grave. Just looking down intensely at it.
I'm assuming you're close.
Like he startles at that as if getting brought back. Yeah. We were. He just blinks.
Yeah. I'm just gonna mimic his posture, however he's sitting.
Yeah, he's just on a knee essentially, just sort of almost like a, like a knight taking an oath or something like that.
So, tell me about him. Let's remember him together.
He just collects his thoughts. I didn't have any siblings growing up. Well, I don't have any siblings at all. I was never very close to my parents. Had some friends, sure, but childhood friends and family are two different stories. When I first got here, on the way here, I kept myself busy. For Lena's sake, more than anything. But I made friends. Everyone knows Charlotte. You guys met Anastasia and her outgoing nature. Met Abigail. But friends, girlfriend. He gestures back at Abigail, who is doing her own visitations, nowhere near to the same degree as Varric with this one in specific. He just stares at the grave for a moment, but he was always around. Felt like a brother to me. And during the Night of Tempest, he just stares for quite a while at the tombstone, whatever. And I think I got him killed.
Oh. It's remorse.
I guess.
Then Might I ask you something?
Hmm.
If he could speak right now, do you think he would change anything about it?
He gets a cruel smirk. When we spoke to him in Derelict Town, or at least I did. No. I don't think he would have changed anything.
Then you have a duty to him, not a debt. Live the life he never got the chance.
I'm not sure if I want to live, to be honest with you, Ron. Seem to be in a lethal line of work.
Well, you don't have the option.
You have to smile at that. Sound like Abigail. No offense.
So,
Abigail over there sneezes.
other people make sacrifices for us, so we don't get the choice to give up.
But we're those ones that are supposed to be doing the sacrifices, Ron. It's our job. It's our duty.
And it might still find you one day. Again. Points right to where the shard is. But for now,
For now.
this. Make it worth it.
Like, holds his hand over where the shard is, which is basically over his heart. Right. I gotta admit something to you, Ron. When we first came back from Alphatorians, I felt vindicated that you became so jaded so quickly. Cruel as that is. Felt like I'd won some sort of thematic argument, I guess.
But
But-
I could say I'm still not. But it's there.
Well, what I was getting around to is he looks at you. I can see that you still haven't changed that deeply. So I'm happy for that.
I have a curious thing. Not too long ago, I was wandering mindlessly around a maze. Now I'm here.
Oh, I'm sure I could say something corny and say that life is a maze or some dumb shit like that. But it ain't.
No, it's much more challenging.
Imagine in the maze you're alone, right? So now you gotta deal with all this. He gestures at the town, the residential district, the graves, the lights out in the city. Not silence
I
and
wish-
darkness.
I wish that were always the case. But in truth, there are a lot of lives that I owe to live for.
Your own shades, huh? He stands up. Well, I suppose that's what the drinks are for, right?
It does help.
Drink the drinks for him. And given how big you are, I'm pretty sure you can hold all their drinks for them too.
You know, in time, it's actually gotten easy. I'm surprised so many small folk can't hold their liquor as well.
He like sort of slumps into press at that. Well, never mind.
I understand your argument, but let me counter with this. The even smaller folk, dwarven individuals, can hold their liquor remarkably well.
It's he rubs the back of his neck. Might be a racial thing. We'll put it to test whenever.
It's like an inverted bell curve.
Now come on, let's get going.
Indeed.
Let me. You're at the gate. I'll go grab Abigail. He takes one last look at the grave. He just nods at it.
One day we'll be called to make that sacrifice too, so that the next generation may live.
I just hope our deaths aren't in vain. If they could have been preventable. Says look at the gravestone.
You know, I hope so too. But we don't really get that choice. What I really hope is that I don't end up pooping myself before dying.
What the hell? Good talk, Ryan. Good talk. I'll see you at the gate. Varric pulls out a platinum piece, digs a little shallow thing, and buries it on the grave. For you, brother. The grave simply reads Bernard Menace. And then the death is the same as everyone else around here. The Knight of Tempest. So, I did roll that 18, and that's the one I was most curious about. You guys in your first Colonial game showed up here in the first wave. I'm pretty sure like all of you died during the Night of Tempest. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you said like everyone died to various degrees. The only one that's like the mild exception is Wise, who may or may not be working in hell, counting copper.
Yeah.
Rajin was way up north as well, I believe.
Yeah.
He was sent up north at some point. I'm not sure if he died up there though.
Oh, that's true.
Died valiantly
real quick
murdering every
question though:
scorpion
are we
in
okay
five.
with the division of the stuff?
I'm okay with it.
Oh,
I'm down.
yeah. I'll quickly add it. Yeah, I'll just add it to my sheet now.
Then make it so.
Make it so.
Don't get any Manax. Wow. So.
Wow, you guys are
Cool.
discriminating against him.
Yeah.
That's so fucking mean.
Hey,
You
all
can't
you
cast
gotta
a single
do is
spell.
ask.
Don't give him Manax still. With profiling.
Yeah, I will say stuff can happen for Ruan if he drinks a Manax potion.
Yeah, I mean, if you want some,
Is that
Oh,
one superior healing or one superior Manax?
that's Manax.
Yeah, that
That's
entire
all
mix
Manax.
is Manax.
Oh, it's all
probably-
Manax. Okay.
Stuff has already been distributed. I'm 90% certain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Oh,
sucks,
yeah,
guys.
okay. That's fine.
Alright, so about that 18.
It's about that.
So that's 18. About that 18. Let's see. Lieutenant Coyote Fred had sort of two characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. In a
Yeah.
way.
In a way. Trying to terminate. As much as it'd be easy for me to
roll a
just
die.
roll which grave you pass by, I'd rather decide it, which is the harder option, because that means I actually have to think about it.
You have to pick your favorite child.
Well, it can't be Wise. Because Wise actually is in hell. Sorry.
Wise
Wah.
rescue mission. Let's go.
Yeah, sorry.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well. He'll say no now.
So that would thusly leave Tannum or Ward, Sandra or Roshan.
I almost said Ruhan.
A lot of R's. A lot of R's.
There are a bunch of R's.
For Ruhan specific, Roshin would be a really clear thing. I can see a case for Ward, Tandem to a lesser degree, Sandra to a lesser degree as well.
Give him more giant shit by having him interact with the dude. What if he just finds a grave of
shit? He has a lot of
more
giant
shit.
stuff.
More giant shit. What? God, just make him find Acker's grave.
Acker.
Acker would get a grave,
Oh,
right?
He's
no.
not dead, you
Chuck,
motherfucker.
Chuck.
Oh.
He's not dead. All
He's
right?
looking for the ice cream
He's a
of the
random
Tuesday.
encounter.
I love it.
Hell yeah.
I'm not joking. He's on the random encounter. He like many things in it, he occupies a 10 space in it. There are some that occupy
He
5.
lives on in glory.
Or 7 and 3. I do that for really rare ones, and then want to elevate another one. But yeah, like he's in the fucking random encounter, dude. Oh, he's fucking looking for great ice cream mother still.
Oh yes.
Right? He hasn't stopped that. And he still has that mic in. He still has that little shit. He's still there.
Oh, the wee mushroom, yeah.
Just chilling.
Yeah, a little mushroom guy. Like he
The
still has that
quest
one too.
continues.
Yeah, so he's on the random encounter table. So don't disqualify him with death. He ain't dead.
Excellent.
Best news I've heard all day.
No, yeah,
The boiler's on.
we'll send it to Roshan because I just got a nice idea, which means I actually did think nice and hard about it. So, Ruhan, as you pass by more graves, one of them catches your attention. By the way, the mask is still going this whole fucking time. But in response to the mask whispering, you hear a snarl and like a bite, like as if like telling it to shut the fuck up, like an angry watchdog. I ain't talking about the Ubisoft game.
Thank God.
And it's not like it was in your mind either. It came from a direction. The mask whispering is also in your mind, but also from a direction. Sort of like Junko talking to you guys, the Kitsune. Like you get like Air Bud 90s talking dog movie. Like it is telepathic but directioned. Same deal with this. And you look at the source of the sudden snarl, growl, and bite, and you see a grave there. Bigger than the ones next to it.
Yeah, I'll just walk by. No, I'm just gonna go check.
God, you deliver that with such brevity. I actually believed it for a second. I was like, right.
Well played.
Yeah, it reads Roshan.
Okay, so
And
yeah,
It doesn't have a deaf quote, but it does have an inscription. And his faithful beast, Witch Stalker.
Aww.
Time of death, Night of Tempest.
would I know enough to know that's a? I mean, I would think so. That's a sort of giant adjacent name.
Yes.
Oh, jeez. Just noting the stopping of the noise. Thank you.
Your senses, you smell a pyre. You smell overgrown nature. You smell that sort of ozone-y scent of lightning. You smell wet fur? Weird.
Yeah, just look around real quick to make sure no one's watching.
Did Just lick the tombstone.
Just like, sniff, like, am I really smelling this? But like, hopefully people don't see me smelling a grave.
You
This is
are
so fresh.
indeed smelling it. It is real.
Very.
Yeah, Varric and Abby are passing back. We're passing by on the way back.
Is this close to where I'm sitting?
For narrative's sake, I'll say yes. Fuck it. Why not? Rose, you can see it. I don't know what is Fia doing during all this.
She's probably hanging back a bit, so I think she's just wandering around, taking it all in, and
Right, so you're nearby this.
looking a bit, looking a bit cloudy. But other than that,
Yeah, we'll say you're nearby. Why not?
Did you know this one?
That's a good question. Did Abby and Varric know Russian? Did they know any of you guys? They weren't expeditionaries at the time. Can't say I do. I do. Oh, Shin. I remember him. She gets a smile of remembrance. I think he's taller than you, actually.
The name, it's that is Jotun.
Is it? I always wondered about it. I thought maybe it was Orcish. He was a half-orc.
Oh, I see. It smells. Do the rest of you smell that?
I come over and I start sniffing.
You smell the wet fur.
Give me wet fur.
Oh,
I don't smell anything, although I'm not very keen on smelling so intensely in the grave quarters.
right. I understand the strangeness of it. Shortly before, I heard a snarling, and then the mask went silent.
A snarl. She looks at the gravestone. Russian did have a beast with him. I remember seeing it around town wherever he went. A warg, I suppose is what it was. She blinks, was capable of speaking. And it was intelligent, to a degree. Maybe you heard its specter.
Interesting.
Eyes of the ooh, baby! You can open your awareness to magically detect undead until the end of your next turn. Oh no, yeah, there's something here, Raze. There's something here. It is sort of undead in the sense of it's talking beyond the grave, quite literally. But it's not undead in the sense of undeaf. Because it was sort of never alive in the first place, right? Sort of like a Lua.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly.
You
what I was
see it
thinking.
in its full form, right there, for a moment. Because this lasts into what? Until the end of your next turn? So for about 12 seconds, you see this form. This massive compared to like a wolf, because Witchstalker was a large category creature, so a wolf is medium, right? So massive compared to a wolf. Beast. It's sort of just sitting there, like at attention, like a dog, sit. It is radiating energy. Not radiate. Energy is sort of drifting off it in like sort of like water or like air, like dry ice air. It is it's multicolored. For the majority of it, it is a dull gray. Still bright. But there are streaks through it. Patterns of red, and it's I guess it is the face. The face of it is a brighter, an actual white rather, still red patterning on it, and its eyes are golden, and a red sanguine color drips from its maw perpetually.
Oh. Him be a faithful, powerful.
As if
Big.
catching that you caught it, it just like snaps its attention to you, aware that you are now aware of it.
Race offers greetings.
How long? This only lasts 12 seconds.
Yeah.
So it doesn't. So you see it for a moment, enough for you to quote unquote acknowledge it. But eventually, your power fades, unless you want to cast it again.
I got, I think, 5 uses of it for rest, so I could do if need be. Does it react or respond in any way when I say that?
No, it just looks at you for the 12 seconds you had to look at it.
Do I get the sense that it, before it was looking at me?
It was looking right at Ruan.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Switching over to Draconic. No, it would be Druidic.
Mm-hmm.
I just asked this, the Ice of the Grave, as they power down and I no longer see it, I'll just simply...
Yeah, they sort of just dissipate in your vision, essentially.
Yeah, I'll sort of just plop down, make myself unthreatening. Race be wondering a team. This one. He looks at the name Russian. This one must have held significance, yeah? But Race be wondering, maybe there be a thing or two left undone. That one, he sort of nods his head without looking at Ruhan, looking in the direction where he last saw Witchstalker.
Mm-hmm.
That one, him need stability, him need a compass, Race team. But then again, these things not Racer's choice, you know? And with that, he just sort of stands up. Turns to Abigail.
She raises an eyebrow. You could sort of tell she's detecting something, but she doesn't have the same capacity as you to literally detect it. She's sort of just sensing that there's something, but she can't place what.
A loyal companion indeed. Still here, still watching. Ever faithful. Majestic, I see him.
See what?
The Witchstalker.
Is that a Loa?
Is not sure. Very similar to Loa. Could be. Would have to ask. There be a manner of what the word is, formality is, pleasantry is, sort of thing, depending on. Why, Ruhan, are you curious? Do you want to know?
Would love to. If there's I guess it doesn't matter.
Come here. You take Ray's hand. Come.
And we send a circle saying Kumbaya.
Okay. Why not?
Take Ruan's hand.
Yeah.
Dig my claws into it, drawing a bit of blood.
I'd say he takes 1 piercing damage, but the armor prevents such.
Nah,
And then again, I will
just about a flesh wound.
try to focus my Eyes of the Grave into that blood. If I can. I'm going to attempt that. I don't know if it will work or not, but I will attempt that.
If you're a sorcerer, I'd have a way faster answer for this, but you're not anymore, so... roll me Arcana, but with your wisdom in place of religion. Wait, are you driving right now?
I am.
Okay, I'm wondering.
You
Alright.
said
I was gonna say
Arc-
check your private channel, but I realized that you probably can't do that. given
I'm
fucking
just stopping, actually, so yes, I can.
Oh, nice.
did you say Arcana with my wisdom?
Correct. Correctamundo.
That would be... Oh, it would just be my wisdom mod because I'm not proficient.
Rip. Then yeah, just roll it. Wisdom.
21.
21. Pretty good. Pretty good. You activate your Eyes of the Grave ability once more. And now both you and Ruhan see it. Although not for 12 seconds, it's just 6 seconds. 12 divided by 2. So you guys just see for a moment its existence before it once again.
That him.
It's like you know how like in Dragon Age Inquisition where you find a collectible with the scanning thing and then it does like a big ripple of like
Oh yeah.
yeah, it does that. It does that essentially. Sound effect included, why not?
Rest is pretty spent. When him rest, him come back. Set up a little ritual. If you want.
Oh, that's a good boy. The head speaks.
That's one good boy. Does he want a treat?
I'm
Wait.
always open to... Yes, it's done it before. Oh, you weren't there, were you?
I know, I was there. I didn't realize it could do it on its own.
Your great grandfather, him talk when he want.
Oh, wait, that's a good point.
Oh, that's a good boy.
Remember how you were talking about how you wanted to get a dog?
Him be wanting a tribute. Just like the kitsune.
Well, grandfather, what should we give him?
Holy dog. Holy man. Holy tribute.
Ah, oh. Race? Barrett?
I didn't know him.
No, Rohan, this be your...
Roshan was he was a paladin. No better way to put it. He was very she looks off and away. Very determined in the preservation of the land.
Reyes think there be a purpose here. What is your purpose, Rohan?
I think I know exactly what to give it. He
Hmm.
pulls out the bone.
Love
You
it.
pull out the what? You got out.
The bone kanabo.
Hell yeah.
Does he want a treat?
I love it.
I love that it's a bone, which is perfect for dog, and also a weapon of mass destruction.
It
Yep,
just fits perfectly in 3 regards.
Oh yeah, big time.
So you pull out the bone kanabo. What do you do with it?
I offer this as tribute, and I lay it in front of the grave.